Holyhead breakwater has fully defeated me today.
Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I am at Holyhead breakwater. Going to give something different a try today. Maybe Mersey's still fishing poor, so best thing we can do is move away from it. We've got a bit of a decent spell of weather up in North Wales, so we came down here with some of the local lads from the fishing club. But we'd make it civil, so set off today about 4:30. Going into around about 8 o'clock with our Mackie's breakfast stop and stuff. And yeah, we've been fishing for about 2.5 hours now, 3 hours. Just the one whiting so far. Nothing special. But the wind's dropped down now and the tide's eased off a little bit. It was running quite hard before, so fishing a lot more comfortable now. Able to pin baits to the bottom, which is the goal today. Not fishing big baits today. I am fishing quite small, so size 2 hooks, size 3 hooks. Some sequins beads. Now we've got the clearer waters in Wales, so see if there's any maybe some pollock around, some wrasse, some mini species. You've got the chance of the coldies. You still got your dogfish. Some strap eels, stuff like that. So yeah, we're doing a little bit of scratching around. So on the right rod, I've got just a 1 up, 1 down, size 2 hooks, a bit of ragworm on each, and on the left rod we've got a pulley pennel, but we're not using our normal pulley pennel rig that we use for the rays. We're using size 1/0 worm hooks. So we are fishing about 100 yards out, 150 yards out. But I don't know if you can tell, but I am at the very end of Holyhead breakwater, so I did make the 1.5 mile walk with all my gear to get to here. Thought it might pay off, just obviously with the tide starting to go out when we got here. Thought I want to be in a bit of depth of water, so that's why we made it sit here. Yeah, like I said, not more whiting so far, but let's hope the fish turn on now. So this is probably me doing a full cast now. So on this rig that I'm bringing now, this is the pulley pennel, but not using my usual go-to big hooks like I do for the Mersey when I'm catching after days. Different here, so I'm using size 1/0 worm hook, and then as the pennel hook I'm using a size 2 crab hook, just to keep the bait on the hook. Still making cocktail baits of ragworm and a little bit of razor fish. So I haven't yet changed to just big massive baits. That may come later on in the day if the fish decide they're going to turn on. But at the moment they haven't. Just the one whiting so far. Oh, eat that 2 whiting. Put a little pecker bringing in. As you can see, like I said, only a tiny size 2 worm hook, and that's tough ragworm and sprat. So get this enough. That's what we've been on there for a while. Let's bring it in for the bait seeds. So this is what I've been using as my bait and my pennel. So we've got ragworm on the back, and then on the other side we've got just a sliver of squid. So there we have it. That's one bait that I'm using. Just keep it at my rod. A pulley pennel, but with a size 1/0 worm hook and a size 2 crab hook. And I'm using a long tail lead here. Again, off my usual guy Liam. Lucky enough to I think he made him about 15 last night. Quite late, so he sorted me out there because I know this can be very snaggy. Well, this is why we use rotten bottoms, and that has worked just how you want it to. There's my rotten bottom clip there. Still growing my hooks back, or my rig back. And that's the reason I ordered another 15 lead to come to here today. So, we go again. Don't mind losing a few leads. Just getting a little tap. And that one just put onto it. Yeah, I think it's just the lead bouncing across the seabed because there is still quite a bit of a run here. Tide is going out and it's quite a high tide for North Wales, so just going to show you how I'm beating up my squid and razorfish with a bit of a nice scenery over the top of the breakwater. So what I've been doing is been getting a piece of squid and I've been matching it to something roughly the same size piece of razor. Then get the elastic, just put a little bit of this, I'll make it easier. And it is a very delicate bait, so I'm actually going to put this, as you can see it's gone a bit snotty at the moment, so let's try and grab this together. Just get it started with this side. I'm not left-handed by the way, so this might go a bit skewy, but needs must. Right, now I've got that started. Put a bit more elastic off. I haven't used razorfish for a while, so thought I'd give it a go today. Got some from the Real Deal bait shop. Saw Dale in there in Prescott the other day. Got a few little bits from frozen worm, but that's pretty much the size of the bait I'm using. Not much bigger than that. And then what I'll do is just trim that down a little bit. Trim this bit off, and then trim. So that's it, just squid and razorfish. But then how I'm doing me ragworm for my flapper, for me one up one down, is getting the ragworm on the bait needle, trying not to poke it out the end, which sometimes you can't help. We get that up to the top, and then we take our bottom hook, nip the hook in the little hole, and then we'll simply just thread that down as far as we can get it to about there. I always like to leave just a tiny bit of movement on the end of the hook just to attract the fish, and then on the very end I'll just put a piece of squid and I'll let that dangle like that. So that's two reasons that works quite well. One, keeps the worm on the hook, and two, as it's floating in the tide, this will be waggling away. So get this out. Give it a little bit of line. Just felt that at the bottom now, so it's quite deep. Quite deep out there. We are fishing, I believe, the end of the breakwater. It isn't really that rough ground. Obviously around the crab pot that's gonna be the roughest ground you'll be fishing. But just leave that to settle there for a sec.
And then this one. This one's been up for about 25 minutes now. So I bring this one there. Feels heavy, but I don't know if it's just coming over kelp or weed. I certainly haven't seen any bites. I know. I think it was just caught on something. It's just got light now. Oh, there we have it. Another whiting. Fish number 2.
You were hoping for bigger.
I was hoping for a different species. I can get these back home. So, there we have it. Another whiting to go back in. So, difference then in that bait. You might have seen in the last video when we were out targeting raising a Mersey. But still had some leftover sprat in the freezer. And I couldn't be bothered seeing the sight of them anymore. I was sick of seeing them in there. So I thought, you know what, I'll bring them with me today, and whether I catch fish in them or I end up throwing them in the water at the end. So yeah, I've brought them with me, and very surprisingly, that's what the whiting's just been caught on. Which is the first for me using them, like to catch the, just on their own. I've normally paired them up with some squid or some mackerel, but yeah, so I'm going to do the same again, and this is exactly how I did it before. And obviously it's a very delicate fish, so really I should be using light elastic, but I haven't purchased any yet, so it is a bit of a scruffy bait going out, but this is exactly how I did it before. Simply to that through the tail, and I just left it very rough like that. And it's just on a pennel, so size 1 hook and then size 2 bait over there. So we throw this on. Get that in there. And this is just going back out exactly like it did before. If I can get this tangled top of my rod. Here we go. Try and get a bit more distance here. I know it sounds strange, you know, the fact that we're a mile and a half away from land on a breakwater and I'm still throwing it as far as I can. But quite close in. I was fishing quite close in before and just had little mackerel feathers down the sides. Not happening. I fished a bit closer. Sorry, a bit further out with ragworm. Not much happening, so yeah, just getting further, just trying to find the fish really. All different locations. So I'm actually surprised that I made it here today. I had a bit of a nightmare last night, just being unprepared really. So first thing that went wrong is I took me walking boots out the shed because I knew I was going to do this big walk up here. So I need some nice footwear on. Started raining, didn't it? All night, hailstone, raining all night. Khadira bashing around on bed. My boots were still outside. So me and Jenny, unfortunately, had to sweat to death in bed last night because I needed to leave the heat on all night to dry my boots out. So that was the first thing that went wrong. Second thing that went wrong, and I've only just noticed now, I'm normally prepared, and I don't know if that's just because Jenny's normally with me, but she normally brings a packed lunch, you know, drinks to get you through the day. Because I've been coming on my own, I've had one isotonic drink, just an orange drink, and I've already drank it. and I'm on the breakwater probably till about 6 o'clock. So throughout the day, throughout this footage, you're probably going to see me looking a bit drained, looking a bit sluggish, and that's because I've got no drinks. So I think my game plan is going to give both of them 2 rods another 10 minutes each. They've just been rebaited as you've just seen then, and I'm then going to leave the rod rest on my gear here. I'm going to take one of my rods and I'm going to just put a set of mackerel feathers on, take a little pot of ragworm, and then I'll show you in a second, but just over there behind the lighthouse there's a set of steps, and I'm going to just drop some feathers down the side and hopefully pick up some mini species if I can. So that's the plan, because it's got a little bit quiet here. But 3 whiting now. The last one was a little bit bigger, as you see it on camera, but I didn't travel all this way to North Wales to get whiting. That I could have been getting in a Mersey, so I want to try something different, and I think that's the move. Not as much flow in the water, obviously because of the breakwater, so I'm hoping little mini species like your wrasse, stuff like that. I'm hoping they'll be taking shelter, and see what we can pick out. So next bit of footage, if you haven't got a fish here, I'll be taking you down here with me. So as I said, I came down here, brought them 2 rods in, just left everything else up there. We've got a set of sabiki rig, it's just mackerel feathers, and some ragworm. So I'm just going to set this up, and then I'll bring you back when you're on the chest rest. Right, so there we have it. It's got some sabiki feathers, put a little bit of ragworm on, mainly the bottom 6. These are from Timu, these rigs, by the way, so they've came with about 15 hooks on them, so I'm not putting ragworm on every one of them. I'm just going to give it a little tiny just a little flick down there and see if there's any mini species about. So I can just feel the bottom there. I'm not in much depth of water here because I can just see the top hook. Yeah, I can just see the top hook there. So next, I might leave that there for a couple of minutes, but then after that, I think I'm going to flick it out just a little bit more. But you can just see a cormorant over here, and you can just see exactly where they are today. But the heat's up over here, can't I feel the heat. And somehow, for the snagging, I did snag it for. I'll just bring this in and get a bit further out. See if anywhere is holding water. Might even give it a little chuck actually. Yeah, give it a little chuck. This is a little bit deeper there. Oh, it's actually pulled around the side. Didn't expect it to be much of a run there. And what I'm doing with these now is I'm just going to bounce it. I've just got a pyramid lead on, so smells. Didn't even pull it that hard then, and it snapped off. Well, that just goes to show. Don't buy rigs from Timu. I literally didn't even pull that then. The actual rig itself, that's just bent and snapped off. Well, I'm going to go and get another one, and I'll be right back. So, top of the lighthouse, we're fishing great. We had 3 whiting in, what, 2.5 hours, something like that. I did drop down the steps, snapped off both times, so give that a miss as well. So I just came further down the breakwater, just to meet back up with all the lads. These have had a couple of wrasse, just before I was changing the battery because my camera died. I just in the same position I was now. I had 2 big knockdowns, struck into it, felt the fish, and then I felt like a dive. And you can't see it, but close into the rocks here, all the rocks are showing, but only fishing into shallow water here because it's low water. But it's found a little hidden rock and couldn't get it out. Tried to let the slack go, just so it'd swim out eventually. But yeah, I got too impatient and I snapped off. And the only time we haven't used the rotten bottom today was then. So serves me right really. But just fishing ragweed and squid again. Wind's picked up, blowing across us now. Open. When we've got a bit more depth of water here, that we can bag a few more fish. So until then, ciao for now. So another snap off. That makes 6 for me today, I think. 6, yeah. So I'll try something a little bit different now because the issue I'm having is because it's low water, right close into the wall. As I said before, there's loads of boulders and they're basically there to protect the breakwater from the strong currents and stuff like that. So casting it as far as I can, but we've got a westerly wind blowing across. So even with a long tail lead on, I'm still not getting a distance I need to pass the boulders. So I've just went through my rig walk then and found a Innova, a 1 up 1 down, a cliff down long distance rig. So I've put that on rotten bottom, 6 ounce long tail lead, and I just give it me all, and I've just got it pretty much online with the crab pot what's right out there. And now I don't know if that was the best move because crabs living around rocky ground, and I've just flung, nearly spilled myself, and I've just flung out my bait right next to the crab pot. So we will see if that's paid off or not. But just ragworm and tip the mackerel. So nothing special. But if I snap up again, I'm going down into the inside wall. And I'm just going to have a little few flicks about for an hour in there, just until there's a bit more depth here. Well, the last hour has been abysmal. I've cracked off 7 times now. 7 times. Oh my god. Bought 15 new leads today, just for Holyhead. And I've got maybe 6 left. So yeah, it's been poor. So fishing being poor again. I feel like that should be my cafe soon. So we've got go big or go home type of bait. Got a squid, mackerel and ragworm cocktail. So I've lost quite a lot of gear here today. Probably lost about maybe 10-11 leads throughout the day. So I've just changed spot again. Obviously started the video, you'll see me at the lighthouse. Then I came a bit further down, just towards all the lads, like halfway down the breakwater. And now I'm quite close to the end of it now. So the plan is just to have maybe 1 or 2 last casts, and then we'll be hitting the road, get something to eat on the way home. But I think just everywhere's just fishing poor. I think everywhere's going through a transitional period. You know, waters hasn't really warmed up yet for most of the species. Yeah, so it's just not great fishing anyway, is it really? So after a lot of frustration, this is going to be my last bait. Mackerel, squid and ragworm wrap. Gonna send this into the future. 5-ounce lead. And honestly, if I snap off again, that would be me done. Still be nice to get away from the Mersey though. You know, nice to see some blue water. But look how much reel, look how much line I've took on my reel today. That was full to the brim. See why a lot of people fish the inside wall instead of the outside wall as well. I think that's in the snag already. But it's any big fish around, they can get them out themselves. So we just want a big fish now to pull out that snag. Because I ain't. So if anyone wanted to see what Holyhead breakwater is like, this pretty much just sums it up. It is just snag after snag after snag. It's defeating me. I think this is the 10th lead I've lost today. 10th, maybe 11th lead. I'm close to disputing myself. Another snap off. Well, it's a good job. I've already made up one bait, and I think if this goes, then I go. That's the ultimatum. Free whiting has cost me 10 lead. 8 rigs, 7 rigs. A lot of me time, patience. For this isn't even getting a clip, it's just getting tired, stayed on, old-fashioned way. But yeah, started at the lighthouse today. Made my way down throughout the day, just after like hour or 2 spells of no fish. Tried flappers, you know, all your usual rigs, your classics. Done a little bit on the inside wall. A little bit on the inside wall to see if there's any small species. Nothing. I've pretty much walked about 4.5 miles. So an hour, mile and a half there. I'd say probably a mile and 3 miles back. Still got half mile back to the van. Obviously unloading gear, packing gear away. It's just been abysmal. Like, it's not somewhere I'm going to be coming until catch reports say there's been a few fish came out. Because I'm sick to death of losing gear. Well, last retrieval. Oh, and we've finally got a rig back. We finally got a rig back and a lead weight. Well, I'm packed up, ready to go. So I would drive back home. Can't wait for some food, some coffee on the way home. It's been a tough day. Not much about, not much fish. I've seen a lobster, a bullet, free whiting, ballan wrasse, cuckoo wrasse, and just my leads going miles and then not going back in. So Liam, if you're watching this, get that pot on mate because I'm going to need another 15 leads made. So yeah, see you on the next one. Enjoy.